This could be a little bit of a tribute, right? CIS, Dendy.
Well, that's what I was saying last time we picked it. Down bottom, there's the setup. Came in with that Invis rune, always want to fly. Bam.
Iceberg's making his way down now, too. He wants to get involved. The hook.
Oh, it's going to miss. Might not matter, though, as he's able to close the gap with the rock. Misha has got the kinetic field down, but always want to fly as they're waiting up the stairs. They're going to block it off. Maybe wants to try and get Iceberg the kill, and look at that.
Nongrata stun off the mark. Then second stun also off the mark.
Yeah, they were
here.
trying to hunt for Nyx in the trees, but neither of them connecting. Iceberg is making the rotation. They've got 4 heroes down here ready to compact in beneath the tower. Iceberg, he's going to look for the blind hook, and he's got it. Bam! Straight in, he gets Nyx. There we have, with the lightning bursting them down. They'll look for more as the TPs come through, but the 2-man stuns come out. Hold them back, but mass TPs inbound. Jackal will connect onto Nongrata. He has still got the Spike Carapace. The hook will be there to separate ILTW from the Nyx Assassin, but it will not save Nongrata. As Nongrata falls, 2 of them. Nowhere near enough damage to really go for the kill. Top lane, Shackle lands on Silent. The root will be there to BZZ, but Immersion chasing with the focus fire, looking to finish off Silent. Pops the tick charge. He's got the Eclipse. Can he kill Immersion in time?
Oh!
He can!
He can off the last hit.
But they both end up falling.
And now they've run away from the sleep. It's not going to connect.
A 1-for-1, and Immersion, he'll take that trade, knocking Silent out of the game again as the carry.
He's looking at this lifesteal who has an armlet.
Oh, can he do it?
Can he get the bite off before the rage? He can.
The rage is off.
There's an infest available.
Can he play his way out? He's going to go into the creep. It's into the full health once they can't go for a deny, and that's going to buy time for the rest of the team to come in. In fact, RTW is straight out, ready to fight, but the stun comes in. They have the damage to kill him off, though. Iceberg just getting surrounded and bursted down. Iceberg will fall. ILTW now turns his attention towards Nongrata. They'll take another double kill for ILTW.
That is a very ambitious play.
They'll retreat up towards top.
The infest.
They're closing the gap. Silent does have the Eclipse. Maybe can bring down BZZ with him. He can. So he gets at least something on the way down.
If his team can set up for the kill.
There's a big rotation coming in onto ILTW. Got the net. Nongrata just needs to get the chase done. Rage up in 2 seconds. It's not going to be soon enough as they do make the counter gang. And what did that? They didn't get him quite.
Oh, he hooks the creep.
Is he? Surely he doesn't get out. They got the root. They got him. A little sloppy. They want to finish off this tier 1 down bottom. Nyx and BZZ are here to defend.
It's in deny range. They're looking to try to go for Silent here.
Oh, the blast.
The damage.
Silent just evaporates, and with that decrepified setup, they could certainly look for more. The blast cleaning out the illusions, the void from BZZ as they come in and pick up another double kill for Nyx. Closing up to the high ground. No fear. Here at the moment on the Naga Siren, as well as Silent in the neighborhood. TP's coming across towards the tier 2 towers. WINSTRIKE look to group up. They're ready for this play.
It feels so hard for WINSTRIKE to take this fight.
The static sort of drop down straight away. They want to always want to fly. Always want to fly. Gets bursted. Iceberg tries for the hook, but he ends up hooking the dead body. Silent does manage to get the Eclipse out. They are able to potentially bring down BZZ. No, BZZ on the retreat. BZZ will get out. Silent falling so low. He's trying to run his way back to base. Looks like he will live. Iceberg does manage to get the hook onto BZZ. The 1-for-1 at the moment. The Song looking for a potential setup if they want to continue this fight, but it doesn't look like they do. They'll back off. They'll take it for what it is at the moment. Just the 1-for-1. There's the glimpse onto Nongrata. Dragged back. There's the hook, though. They'll get the trade again. Another trade. You can lose your lifesteal like that. Sure, you had the Aegis, but next time you might not. So do you really want to try and push for that? Look at this sweep around. They're silent. He's out. Can he play his way out of this one? He doesn't have a TP. He has got a BKB. Will let the glimpse kick in and now tries to fight back with the Eclipse. If there any sort of TPs coming in, it doesn't look like a matter, or maybe it will. Can they save Silent? They can. They'll keep him alive as the stun comes through. They'll send themselves forward. They actually be able to take down the Wind Ranger. ILTW turns towards Nongrata, who looks to burn himself up. Gets the Spike Carapace, the regen, not enough to keep him alive. BZZ, will he fall? He will. Always want to fly. Uses himself up. Has the damage from the ult, but ILTW gets the cleanup. They were sort of getting themselves in position to check it out. With the Luna, they can take it very reliably. Iceberg mid, forces forward, goes for the hook, and he's got it. BKB does come out. Is that going to save him? They have the root. Do they have the physical? They certainly do. They get the kill.
Nongrata's in.
And they get more out of this. Just look at the setup underneath the ground. He gets the Spike Carapace stun onto the Lifestealer. ILTW still gets the chance to rage. Iceberg heading forward, goes for another hook, and he grabs and gets ILTW back into the hands of his friends. They'll put the BKB on Iceberg. They've got the control. They take down ILTW.
He's dead for 80. He just fought.
Those hooks from Iceberg, one after another, opening up the game, and he's even hunting for more. Into the base, tries to hook one, grab a third. But 2, that's certainly good enough, especially with one of them being that Lifestealer. 70 seconds without ILTW, and WINSTRIKE in prime position to push into the base.
Iceberg's low on mana. to throw these hooks. The Nether Ward's not going to help that either. But the glaives start bouncing. They break the Aeon disc.
And now they're onto the racks. Tier 3's gone. Static Storm will get dropped down in an attempt to try and slow down Silent. They're still without a lifesteal. I think WINSTRIKE have realized there's no buyback on this lifesteal. He's not coming back into the game. As they'll stand the ground, Jackal shot does connect onto the Pudge, but he's very tanky.
He doesn't care. They solar crest him. He's got 31 armor. Berg walks in, breaks it.
You see, they've actually got the net here. The Wind Ranger, but with the BKB in the focus fight, she's actually been able to take down the Lesh Rack. Now, RTW focusing down over. They found another. They got the Nullifiers Mute onto the Nyx Assassin. They found 3. The Silent's trying to come forward, but he's running. He pops the BKB. He's trying to get himself out of there. The buybacks are coming out on the side of WINSTRIKE. But Iceberg getting isolated. He has the BKB continuing to retreat. He needs his team to head in. This is the hook. That one's going to miss. That's the time for the funny faces to come out. As Iceberg will get glimpsed back. He's been nullified. He's been burst down. They get the Pudge. As now it is Espada's turn to push into the base. Iceberg will buy back. And they stop this from happening. The stun comes out. Silent leading the way. Can they get any sort of setup, or they got to let these melee racks go? They're falling and they've gone. The blast will finish it off as Espada gets the racks. There's the hook. Iceberg goes in onto Nyx. Nyx has the Aeon disc. Jackal shot and the glimpse onto Iceberg will separate him from this team, but there's the route onto BZZ. Speedy. Nighttime. He's out of there. You know, there's the glimpse. Iceberg forces himself away. And on the high ground, WINSTRIKE, non-grata, burying himself, but he's been silenced. Yules up. BKB's going to be popped by immersion. They'll get the hook. There's the song. They're trying to disengage. Can they kill this Wind Ranger during the BKB? They can. That's going to be immersion gone. And they go for more here. WINSTRIKE, they're thinking about it. They know they've got the numbers advantage and they're ready to chase. Non-grata. They'll get the stun. They've got no fear. Closing the gap. Iceberg's in as well with the rot. They find a second. With the song, they can turn it around. Buyback.
Yep. That was a sick song. Completely isolated that Wind Ranger.
Going for this rush. And at half health. Iceberg outside of the pit. They need to find any sort of catch. Can they finish the rush off in time? Iceberg, he's going for the Descent member. Straight away, he's holding RTW in place, making sure the rest of his team can take Roche. Can they get the Aegis? The Aegis still on the floor at the moment. Who's going to be able to pick it up there? And it's Silent.
Gets it.
He will grab it in time and now ready to go with the Eclipse. Looks towards RTW, forced up to the high ground. Can RTW live? The arm that he's running, and he will be able to keep himself alive. Heading in, he's got non-grata's defense right beside him. Neon's just going to be popped. And to jump in though, Emergent goes in immediately with the BKB. He's trying to focus down this Nyx Assassin buried under the ground. The Song of the Siren comes out. Isn't enough to save the Nyx Assassin. It isn't.
Just not quite enough. The BKBs were still long enough.
He's buying back. He's getting himself straight back in. His Silent leads forward onto Immersion. They'll maybe get the Wind Ranger. They do. They get the Wind Ranger. They get the Pugna Ward too. As they put a stop to the push from Espada, and time is bought the Iceberg to get back into the game when they're hitting on your barracks. There's the hook, won't catch. They're onto the racks, and indeed that TP. He's not going to be here soon enough as he's on the sleep. Maybe with the sleep setup. They're going to get themselves in the midst of it all. Silent, ready, BKB, Eclipse. Here we go. Do they have the damage to come through? No, the rage of the BKB is already out. Nyx forced out to the side. They look towards RTW inside the crease, but the hook's there onto Nyx. Can they kill Nyx? It's done, they can. That's the Pugna gone. Buyback immediately from the Naga Siren. Always want to fly looking towards BZZ as they'll get Silent back safely behind the barracks. Moving in onto BZZ. He's ready to go back in with Iceberg on the front. They've got the slow. They keep the racks alive, WINSTRIKE, and push back the siege attempt from Espada.
Some sort of items. Has a Ghost Scepter if he wants to go for it. 3k gold on Lesh. Silent reacquires the Mask of Madness, but I think he's just going for the butterfly here.
And here we go. They've got the glimpse onto non-grata. He's used up. There's the song. Is that going to be enough to save him? He's stuck in the Static Storm and he can't get out. It's going to be one down. A hook from Iceberg. He's going to drag RTW up to the high ground, but RTW has been rooted. What's the man to remove the root? Silent comes in with the BKB and the Eclipse. He's fighting back hard as Nyx has to force himself away. The rage is going to wear out. RTW getting focused. Can they kill him off in time? They'll turn their attention towards the Night Stalker instead as RTW jumps in, jumps back out, but there's the Dismember. The extra seconds to member. They've got the control. Iceberg falling low. The BZZ. He'll drop. Flyback from Always Want to Fly, allowing them to get that kill onto the Night Stalker. Nyx and Misha looking to burst down. Always Want to Fly, but they can't quite do it. The shackle. Oh, he's going to get immersion.
Immersion.
One hit. Oh, the
Ward.
Iceberg. Oh, he's still alive. Iceberg survives. We Always Want to Fly.
Oh my god.
As they go for that kill on the...
Trying to force something back. Iceberg.
Can
he thread the needle?
Can he get that hook?
Gets the illusion.
No, he doesn't. And that should be Roche going down for Espada, and it is. They get Roshan.
Refresh your shard on the Pugna.
Oh my goodness, and look on the high ground already. The fight starting. Iceberg going for the hook. They've got the Eclipse. They're focusing BZZ. ILTW comes in. He's getting stunned up. They can't finish him off though.
Silent.
They have to keep him away. He's locked down. Can Silent escape? He's trying to flood it. He's got the BKB. Turns towards Immersion, but Immersion's got the invis. Non-Grata comes in with the mana burn onto Immersion. The hook from Iceberg finishes off Immersion. They found the win range. That's a dieback. Dead for 100 seconds. Stun from Non-Grata. Out onto Nyx on the Pugna. Pugna gets taken down. Iceberg has the damage. Double kill. Pugna bites back immediately with the Hex. The control. ILTW swallowed up by the Pudge as Iceberg dismembers him to pieces. Takes the Aegis out of his hands. Non-Grata jumps in with the Yours. Gets cleans back, but the setup's already there for Iceberg to close the gap with Silent as BZZ. He'll fall. Slowly dying to the illusions as ILTW. He's surrounded. He's all on his own. No Fear jumps in with the root. ILTW removes it with the Manta Star, but the rest of the team are heading across. He's inside the creep. They're hunting it down. He's trying to run himself away in front of Crepe, but it's not going to work. ILTW's out of the creep. Popped out. The Hex is there. Dismembered by Iceberg as ILTW will fall again.
Always want to fly. Constantly pushing in those lanes. It's very farmed Leshrac. 17 Bloodstone charges now. Support, but...
Oh, they get the shackle. They got the damage. ILTW, but he gets stunned. Indeed, the Carapace sets up for the combo. Can they kill off this lifesteal in time? He pops the rage, trying to fight back. Silent punching in. Do they have the damage there? They go with the Pudge, holding him in. The Dismember locks him down. Silent continues to punch in, and they've got the kill. ILTW's gone. The extra duration of the Dismember just ruining this enraged lifestealer.
They're dead. Wind Ranger has no buyback. Lifestealer's got no buyback either.
Two dead, and Nyx, he's been chased as well. He has the BKB, but there's the root. BZZ trying to go in onto Nyx Assassin, but there we have the hook from Iceberg. Pulling in another. Nyx will fall for both sides. There's no fear. That's up for Iceberg, the man of the moment, to step in place for even more carnage to ensue as the refresher shot will be popped, but he has the Hex, he's got the hook, and he's got the damage. Iceberg takes down Misha. 4 dead on Espada. GG, well played is called as WINSTRIKE now go 2-1 in this best of 5 grand finals.
And I Pudge mid, and the Nyx off lane. Got the clockwork into Arrow.
Sure, they got set up for it. Yeah, they got catch.
Does anyone, they're dead. Immersion suicided. Stun connects.
They do. They've got the range to get in with the cogs. They've trapped him in, and this should be your first blood as Misha will get popped by the two of them.
And they're going to keep going.
Can they get this as well? The stun, it's perfect. WINSTRIKE, they get the double. He's trying.
Can.
Can't quite get the vision, but they turn towards BZZ as BZZ looks towards Always Want to Fly with the Firestorm, trying to chase down the Disruptor with that final bit of burst from Immersion is not enough. In fact, top lane again is going to be where the kill happens as Non-Grata finds Misha. Will lose his life for it, as well as No Fear, but No Fear goes for the neutral denies and won't make it.
Nyx rotating over again.
They got the stun. Straight up, No Fear. Perfectly lands it onto ILTW. A Nightmare comes out and attempts to save ILTW, but it will not be enough. ILTW fall. Iceberg indeed with the rotation. Make sure they get Misha as well as Nyx. They get the full cleanup.
Well, on the side of WINSTRIKE, they've got a lot of heroes that can make moves around. The Mirana, the Clockwork, who's had such an excellent start.
Oh, and straight mid, BZZ. He's low. Stick charge. It will save him, or will it? Oh, it will.
It will.
They can't get the Thunderstrike quite off onto BZZ, so BZZ will be able to step back as the rest of the team come across. The tier 1 tower falling mid. There's the hook shot straining. Non-Grata ready to fight underneath the tower. They want to make sure that they get the last hit on the tower as well. Tower falling low, but RTW in with the Eclipse. Luna Wars Non-Grata. Nyx is there as well. They'll go with the blast, the Decrepify. They'll take him down, and they will be able to secure the tower deny.
Okay, that's good. They've got great ways of defensive plays.
Turning back to the tower, Misha will head out. They don't quite have vision at the moment. They'll see him now. The glimpse.
Him from far back.
Look at that setup. Oh my goodness. They had that perfectly down to a T, and look at Misha as well.
Always Want to Fly. The deep vision they've got now.
They go around, and Non-Grata, he was bam in position for that glimpse back to go to. He knew exactly where that Luna had come from. And with the rocket flare,
another one.
They know BZZ's in there as well. There's a DD on Iceberg. He's not going to be able to rift out of this one. WINSTRIKE taking 4.
And they're not able to really find anything. It's only 5 kills for them. And now Moonlight Shadow. Uh-oh.
Dire's middle tower
Espada
is under attack.
There we go. Straight up. Hook shot. Perfect. Non-Grata getting in with the angle. Cuts off Misha as well as getting the connection onto ILTW. They'll surround BZZ as he cannot keep himself alive either.
I mean, 11k gold lead, 16 minutes.
There's no one else TPing in as of now. People running down it. Silent will now TP in. They certainly can fight if they've got to get out. And they've got to get out now. They have to somehow get everybody out of them. With the rift, they will. Perfect disengage. That Invis rune has got eyes on Misha. He finds a stun, he can easily get the solo kill. And he's bringing in, there's backup coming in because he's got his sight set on a bigger target. He has RTW.
He gets the stun.
He's not going to make it. The stun is there. The control coming out onto ILTW from No Fear, as No Fear will survive. Getting that kill, going for the blind stun into the trees. He wouldn't, if he walked around and went for the yours, he might not have got there in time.
Yeah.
And top lane, Iceberg. Won't quite get immersion.
He only had one more leap up. Didn't want to come in for the rocket.
Oh, the juke!
Oh my god. She's going to survive a little bit better, but the damage is not really going to be great.
Look at the glimpse back. Onto Nyx, they try for the kinetic field. He's forced out and he's up to the high ground. He's safe. For now. Arrow.
Arrow connects.
The missile into the arrow with the perfect angle. Iceberg jumps in, looking for immersion. The pipe is out. Is it enough to save these guys? There's the Decrep find the Nightmare, getting Nyx out of there. But Misha will fall. ILTW moving in with the BKB and the Eclipse. Jump forward from Iceberg, giving his life away as he's got the Aegis. He's ready for round 2. The stun from No Fear onto BZZ as he heads in. Silence got the missile straight back through the hook shot. It's not going to catch on to anyone because they're already dead. In fact, WINSTRIKE, they've lost 3. Rook, and they get more Espada. But the Lucid Beam onto Non-Grad is still incredibly speedy. So they can certainly go for that. I mean, with the strength they have, they can fight without the Aegis. They don't,
yeah, I mean, they're ready to battle.
Here we have it. Silent manages to get himself right in the middle of them here with the BKB ready to go. Non-Grada hooks in and pushes out the Pugnus to the back of it all. But look at the damage here from ILTW.
Oh my goodness.
He's tearing them apart. He's taken down Silent. He's taken down No Fear. They do lose 2 themselves, but overall, they got the big gyro kill. They'll get Non-Grada's clockwork as well.
Oh my god. The damage mitigation.
Bottom. The Yule setup, No Fear. Trying to make a play for this here. It's got backup coming in, but so has the Nyx. There's going to be the ult from Silent going in with the cooldown, the BKB. There's the BZZ on the front line, soaking up so much of this damage. They've lost the Leshrac. Can they really get in and kill off BZZ? They're trying. Iceberg jumping in with that attack speed. Can he do it? The Nightmare, the Decrepify, they'll keep BZZ alive.
Wow. I mean, there is still the, there's Matt.
They need to get that.
But I think the Spirit Vessel's still very good versus the Satanic and the level 25 talent.
How come the Clock's not got it? What's he going for?
He's had there, but he's queued up Aghanims.
Okay.
He wants multi-hook shots.
I mean, he has been hitting some great hook shots on all. They found Misha away from his team.
Very dead.
Misha's gone, and Iceberg, he picked up Skyriff as well. He went in with the KB, and he took down Immersion. They're without a couple of teammates. And wants to hook shot. Straight in he goes. BZZ will be forced out of the cogs. Buyback straight away from Skyriff. I look for the control onto ILTW, but he posts the BKB. The Eclipse. He looks to chase down Non-Grada. Non-Grada's got the blame out, but ILTW can keep hitting because he has that lifesteal. Always want to fly, get taken down. That's going to be the gem hit dead, but Silent comes in from the side with the cooldown, the rocket down the flak, pushing them back, but the Crimson Guard's there. He's sending an arcane on Iceberg.
Yeah. The Moonlight Shadow.
They're thinking about fighting. Let's jump in. Can they get the stun before the BKB comes out? They can. But they won't follow up. As the Decrepify and Nightmare comes through and they'll turn. They'll take down No Fin Iceberg. Moving forward with the burst damage, but RTW gets the chance to put the BKB. He's trying to lifesteal himself back up, but the blade mail's out on Non-Grada. Non-Grada trying to get himself up to the high ground with the Glimmer Cape. Can he get himself away? Can, because Silence there with a homing missile to hold back the Bane. Buyback from the Leshrac. That's going to be 2 dead on Espada. Bane will buy back into the missile, but Silent is just standing his ground. He's taken down Luna. He's going to be able to take down BZZ as well. Double kill for Silent. The homing missile flies across. They're looking to find even more out of this, as Nyx will be stunned up. Non-Grada closing the gap. Can he quite get close enough to finish this off? It doesn't look like he can. But the wraparound's already there for No Fear. It's the Shiva's Guard, the slow on ILTW. ILTW bought back for this. He does not have BKB available once again. He's got to be so careful. He'll get forced up to the high ground, but indeed, the glimpse bringing him down, trapping him in the cogs. The damage from Iceberg. ILTW is gone. Dead for 2 minutes without buyback. GG is pulled, and WINSTRIKE are going to the International.
Oh my god, so well deserved. They played on fire throughout this entire qualifier.
They did.